GB News. Eamonn Holmes has lifted the lid on his little-known health battle that has affected him at various points in his life. GB News presenter Eamonn Holmes has lifted the lid about his battle with anxiety as a teenager, but insisted that he sucked it up and moved on. During Monday's visit, January 27, to the London studios, Eamonn Holmes and Ellie Costello woke up the nation with the biggest stories hitting the headlines. This included the rise of anxiety diagnosis across the country, as well as marking 80 years since the liberation of Auschwitz. But arguably, one of the biggest stories that is on everyone's lips is the rise in Brits who have been diagnosed with anxiety in recent years. It was at this point the 65-year-old shared his struggles with anxiety throughout his life, including frequent spells in his childhood as he grew through the education system. He began, "I think we've got this out of proportion about what constitutes mental health deficiencies." Dawn Neeson explained, "We're overdiagnosing the ordinary stresses and strains of normal life, and this is not me saying this is GPs saying this." A survey of 1,000 family doctors say that 84% believe everyday pressures are over-medicalized. So, for example, the stress of you two getting up this morning to prepare for a live breakfast show. Stress and anxiety, you want to do a good job, la, da, da. That's just a normal part of working life, like Christopher Biggins going on stage for Panto, etc. That's just part of normal day life. But these conditions now are being overdiagnosed as mental health issues, as depression and anxiety. Eamonn argued, "These are just everyday stresses and strains. You do have anxiety. I mean, I can think of periods of my life when I was at school, at primary school, at secondary school, when I started work. Various things in my life are very, very stressful. But you survive these things, you suck it up, you learn from it, you develop as a result from it. I didn't necessarily need treatment for it, but nowadays I would get treatment." His co-star Ellie agreed, "I think we need to stop wrapping people up in bubble wrap so much." It comes after the broadcaster was slammed by a reality TV star who claimed he conducted her worst interview ever on GB News. "My Big Fat Fabulous Life" star Whitney Thorpe took a brutal swipe at the former This Morning host as she reflected on her UK media experiences. She said, "I haven't done any UK TV shows in about 10 years, but I would gladly go on any and all of them again, except for Any with Eamonn Holmes. He conducted the absolute worst interview of my entire career, but other than that, my experience in the UK has always been extremely lovely, and I love my time here so much."